What it do, everybody? It's your boy DJ Jewels. This is the Chop Shop Podcast. To my right, I got the one and only Queen G up in here.
Hey y'all, Queen G here.
Birthday girl.
Yes, birthday month. We celebrate the whole month of May.
The whole month.
The whole month.
Even on Monday and Tuesday, she's
Exactly,
celebrating.
all of it.
She's out there in the bar. I'm like, girl, you got work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
What's work?
Nah, so today is a very, very special day. We got some cats in here that are just taking over the high desert. They're doing their thing. To my left, I like to call him a rising star out here in the community. He is going out of his way and just putting the HD on the map. This is what I like to see. He's constantly just making content, constantly just doing it, man. He's everywhere. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to recognize this guy when I introduce him. And then next to him, we got the one and only Victorville Spider-Man's up in here too. But right here to my left, we got our homeboy, Cozy up in here. Cozy up in here.
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited.
Bro, we've been talking about this for a little bit.
Yes, sir, we have.
We've been wanting to do this for a while. And then now I feel like it's perfect timing because now we finally got like the show going and we got a little bit of, followers in here and there. We know you guys got a big following, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like perfect timing for this, but I want to dive right into it, bro.
Let's do it.
Where are you originally from? Are you originally from the high desert?
I'm not.
Okay.
And a lot of people mistake that for me because I'm all about the high desert. But I'm originally from Orange County. I grew up in Orange County in Anaheim. I moved up here back in like 2012, so still small.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm originally from Orange County.
Man, that's dope.
Yeah.
So, but basically, like you lived out here long enough to really like love the community out here and love what it's all about. Like, so like when it comes to the high desert, what do you feel like is the vibe out here? Like overall, if someone were to ask you, like, what is it like out there? What would you say?
It's a beautiful thing. It's unique. It's nothing like down the hill. That's kind of why I chose to do the social media to represent the high desert because it's a unique cities. It's not just Victorville, Hesperia, Apple Valley. It's all unique. It's a quiet place, but at the same time, it's a growing place. So it's opportunities. That's what I would say.
Wow.
It's opportunities out here for everybody.
I lived here my whole life, right?
Oh, damn.
And I've heard it all. I've heard so many people say, man, the high desert sucks. Or there's nothing to do out here. Did you hear that too?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, I still do.
Oh, yeah. Did that inspire you to want to do what you do, making content, kind of like show people like, hey, it ain't that bad like you guys think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely did, man. There's a lot of good things. And more than that, there's a lot of good people out here. That's what it's
That's
about.
right.
The community is huge. It's growing, and it's all positivity out here, man.
See, that's cool because like you said that you come from, Orange County, and then coming out here, a lot of people do. A lot of people come from, LA or down the hill. And when they come up here, I feel like they're the kind of the ones that's helped changing the culture out here.
Yeah.
Because really the people that have lived here their whole lives, this is what they're used to.
Yeah.
So I feel like people like you or like other people that are from, other cities or other states or whatever, they come and they want to spice it up. Do you feel like that too?
Yeah. I think that's what we're all on. Like, it's good to see a lot of people coming from down the hill right now because that's what this desert needs.
Yes.
It's a growing city at the end of the day, but I know a lot of the people who've been here for years don't like that we're all coming from down the hill, but it's all culture, man.
Right.
It's all
Yeah.
culture.
What made you want to like really jump into like, I'm gonna just start going places. I'm gonna just start, giving these people shine, giving these businesses, their recognition. Like, what made you want to start doing that?
It all starts within yourself. Like, I had that feeling that I could do something big my whole life, probably since like 15 in high school. I had that feeling that I could do something big in my life. I just didn't know which way to go about it. And thankfully, when I started social media, it kind of blew up a lot quicker than I thought. I've only been doing it for about a year. And that's kind of just what brought me more to like doing everything that I do. It's just having that inside feeling of wanting to create a good, good community, a positive community, and just knowing that I could do more myself. A lot more goes into it. My family goes into it. A lot of the background goes into it, but more just that self-confidence, have that gut feeling that I could do more for everybody.
Yeah, so you brought up social media, and this is a question for both you guys. Like, Spidey, I got to talk to you, dog. Like,
Okay.
like when it comes to social media, how much do you think, like, how much does social media have like its impact in everything we do nowadays? Because it's literally like on our fingertips. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
like just everything when it comes to business, when it comes to branding, like how much does that impact your guys' hustle? Like how much is that as a part of your guys' thing?
I think it just impacts everything, you know, us, of course, because that's what we do. We're on social media. But I mean, that's your news source. That's how you find out about things. That's, you know, what's local, what's far, what's good, what's not. It's crazy. Like, to your point, like it's everything, and it's just the tip of your finger.
Right.
So like for us to get on it and the way like we do it, you know, and it's really good to know how social media works if you want to grow.
Right.
In any aspect, whether it's a business or if you just want to do stuff like us or put on a costume like me, you know, it's social media is literally everything.
Yeah.
I remember me and my partner DJ Nesto, we had an episode we were talking about like, you know, social media and like reels and shorts and all that, and like comedians. Like nowadays, like stand-up comedians are still there, but now these comedians are on social media now.
Yeah.
They're making their own little videos and stuff.
Yep.
I feel like it's changing everything. You know what I mean? Was there anybody in social media or like that kind of do what you do that inspired you that you saw like, oh, I want to do that? Like, was there anybody like that before you?
Yeah, I want to give some shout outs to a few of the high desert locals like Josiah, the owner of Detour and Invasion. There's Rodeo Bird. When I first started out, those were the people that I was looking up to that were local in my community. But the bigger picture, inspiration, honestly, would just be myself. At this point, would be myself.
Right.
You got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, that's dope. And as far as Spider-Man, like there's a lot of superheroes out there.
Yeah,
You know
there
what I
is.
mean? There's a lot of superheroes. Why Spider-Man? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, for one, I think it's probably one of the easiest costumes to put on, kinda, you know, less texture. But no, I think like I've been a fan of Spider-Man. I'm not gonna front. Like my first costume as a kid, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I loved Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, back to the old Tobey Maguire movies,
Heck
my
yeah.
favorite of all
those
time.
are my favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the best. But honestly, like I kind of like at first it was just like, Spider-Man's cool. Put on the suit, whatever. And Spider-Man's just so iconic.
He
Everywhere
is.
you go. Like there doesn't even be context to why I'm dressed like this.
Yeah.
It just brings a smile to everyone's face. And you know, like there's like a whole quote behind like the whole Spider-Man thing. It's like anybody could put on the mask.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just
Right.
was like, you know what? Like I'll put it on
Yeah.
and I'll represent the high desert while I do it.
I feel that. I feel that. Growing up, man, my two favorites were Batman and Spider-Man. You know,
Oh, there you
they
go.
were just always so like just intriguing to me. Like they were so like fascinating. Like the way Spider-Man would like be on comic book, he just looked dope.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Batman too. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, I was planning on being Batman in Victorville. You know what I'm saying? But I think there was a height requirement. I don't think I was tall enough to be Bruce Wayne. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's cool, man. You know, I like. So as far as like you two, because like I know you guys kind of do your own thing, but you guys do a lot of content together.
Yeah.
How did that start?
You want to?
Honestly, like the way it just started was just through connections. Big shout out to Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Andrew with JAR Productions. What he does is he does like, I wouldn't say what we do. He's more professional about it. He advertises businesses, you know, goes to them, film, does drone. But we met through him, and and then from there on, we just exchanged numbers, and then just went from there. Really, we started. I think our first video together, we did a shelter video.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's
there
right.
was a shelter that was going downhill that needed funding. So then that was kind of a big project because it was me, you, we had Rodeo Bird and Andrew all on that, and that went pretty viral. Like
Yeah.
it got the whole community involved.
Wow.
And then after that, like we just kept sticking around, and then after that we had we're from the high desert video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one went viral.
That one went
Yes.
viral, and it's still going on. Like I'm
Yeah.
still getting notifications and all
Really?
that from it.
Yes.
Yeah, we posted that. Why didn't we post that?
I think it had to be more than 2 months already.
Ye-
It's
Oh,
been a
yeah?
while.
Yeah, it was a
it's
while ago,
been
but
a
it's
while.
it's still popping. It still is, but no, we just, and then you know we just kind of like, you know what, let's keep going.
Dope, man.
And then,
Dope.
yeah, he's helped me a lot with like a lot of these business stuff. Like, he's like, hey, I got this going on. Yeah, I'll be there. I got you. Just give me a couple seconds, put on the costume. I got you.
That's dope, man. No, that's tight. Yeah, because it was interesting because I would see like your stuff for a while, and then I would see like your stuff, and then I started seeing you guys do things together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh dang, like are they like a team or what? Or are they just cool, like homies, you know what I mean? But either way, like, I love seeing when people collab.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know, you're using your fan base, and you guys put it together and it just grows.
Yeah.
You know, was that kind of like the plan you guys had?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan with everybody. I see, like, you know, thankfully I have the following, and I want to give that that chance to everybody. So I collab. I'm a huge person on collabs.
Right.
So when I met him, it was kind of the same, you know, the same thing, but just a stronger connection. We hit it off on the first video. Everything went good. We had, you know, strong connection, and we kind of had the same idea.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we just hit off collabs after collabs, but I think everybody deserves that chance too.
That's cool. See, it's crazy because he's in a costume. You're not.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Once you put it on, you don't go back. I'll tell you that right now.
But you know where I'm going with this is like you could take off the costume, walk around, people probably wouldn't recognize you, right?
No, not really.
Yeah. You though, are you
Yeah.
getting more recognition like as time goes? People are like, hey, that's homeboy from my Instagram. Is that what's going on right now?
Thankfully for me, yeah, it is. When it happened at first, it was like, it was so new to me. I was like, bro, how do you know me? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But yeah, the more it happens, the more I get used to it. But it's hard. Like when I'm out with him in public, it's a little bit harder because I have to be known for myself. I have to grow as like my own face.
Right,
you know?
right.
But yeah, it's a little bit harder for me on my side.
See, he's chilling. He's like, I can go to the grocery store. Ain't no one gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's cool. You know, it's just interesting, bro, because I like watching that. I like seeing like just the whole diversity. Like you said, people nowadays. I think my last episode we are talking about competition, right? Because I've been in this game out here in the high desert for like over 20 years, bro, with the hip hop game and DJing and you know, and like throwing events, the whole thing, right? And back then it was really about like competition,
Yeah.
like friendly competition, kind of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was still there. Like no one really wanted to like collab and help each other. Now I feel like these days
People want to network.
it's all about
Yeah.
networking. People want to collab. Like it's a good look. You know what I mean? I like the way that's coming, and you guys are a big part of that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
just shows the camaraderie of what's going on because you guys are representing the same thing, like positivity.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what this show was all about. Our show was all about giving like shine to the positive things out here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Because let's be real, like podcasts, like mostly the most known podcasts are known for like drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Like
controversy.
and all that. And sometimes you don't know if it's real
Yeah.
or if it's fake. You know what I mean? And we kind of want to like get away from all that. We want this to be as genuine as possible. We want this to be as positive as possible. Like if you're gonna come on here and bash somebody else out here, we ain't with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
You know what I
I
mean?
respect that. I
Th-
respect
like
that.
this ain't the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a place to uplift everybody and to collab. You know, so glad you guys are here, man. We've been talking for a while about coming and doing
Yes,
this.
sir. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute,
Yeah.
and we were talking before we even had any of this, bro. Like we were still putting this thing together. You know, I don't even think Queen G was a part of the show yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. You know what I mean? But yeah, so dope, and I'm glad that we ran into you guys at the back in the day.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? That was cool because I felt like everybody was there. Same thing, good vibes, positivity.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, how'd you guys feel about that event?
I think I had a good time. It was a dope event. I mean, that was my first time I even been on stage with some artists. So definitely a dope experience and just all around good vibes.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was fun. You know, I think I went all out with my suit, my fit going on.
Yeah.
I had a whole cholo fit on
Yeah.
too,
All
the
right.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
costume.
yeah.
So yeah,
But you fit right in.
yeah, I did. I was like, I seen the flyer, I seen the invitation. I was like, I know
that's
exactly
me
what I'm
right
putting on. I knew exactly. I was like, all right, I'm ordering this,
He
this,
had
and
the
that.
Dickies and everything.
Yeah, I had it. I was
And the Pendleton.
The Cortezes, everything. Huh?
Yeah, I had Converse. I wanted to get
Yeah.
Cortezes, but yeah, I couldn't find any at the moment. So I was like, all right, Converse, they're everywhere. So I'm gonna get some Converse. And then I even had like some like white high socks, and they had a
Yes.
Spider-Man logo on the side
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, yeah.
So I went all out, but
So,
no,
so nobody had a sock check you that day?
no, nobody did.
Like, nah, my socks are high up
Yep.
to my elbows. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
just
saying?
had to like hold on real quick. Let me just pull them up. Make sure.
One was shorter than the other one. Like, hey, homie, that ain't right. You know
Someone's
what I'm
gonna walk
saying?
around with a measuring stick. Like, hold on a second. But no, I was good. I was good.
Oh yeah, I know sock checking's a real thing right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you got to watch your socks out there. Make
Yeah.
sure if you're gonna wear them high, wear them high. You know what I mean? So overall though, like, what is your guys' like like the biggest vision or the biggest goal for this whole thing here? Because I know like you guys are doing your thing right here locally, and it's not even locally. I see you guys going to like down the hill, sometimes like LA areas and stuff like that, and that's good. But are you guys trying to like where are you guys taking this? Where do you guys want to do with this?
I don't even know. 1 year ago, looking back, I never even thought I'd be in this position and have the influence that I do have now. So to say where I'd be in 5 years, I mean, the goal is, to be one of the biggest influencers, really just to make an influence on, the youth, the community, just be that positive public figure in any way. So it's hard to say where I might be, but that's the end goal for sure. Definitely be a positive public figure at the end of the day.
That's cool. What about you, man?
My goal is to actually have spider powers one day. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly,
Hey, well, there might be some spiders in here that might bite you. You know what I'm saying?
look around
Black Widow or something.
but no, honestly, same as him. Like I've been doing like making content, social media for a long time, but this is like finally like the time where like it's starting to take off a little bit, and I'm grateful for the patience and all the build up for it. But just like him, like I never seen myself doing this ever, like ever at all. Like I remember, like for example, I did a video with Cosmos. Like that was one of my first videos, and I was like, I would never do a video with Cosmos. They would never say yes to me. Sure enough, hey, you want to do a video? I was like, oh, me?
And then, like, all of a sudden, you want me now, huh? No.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Turn down Batman, but you want Spider-Man over there. No.
But Spidey, do you speak Spanish?
I do not.
Ooh, hey, imagine.
That would have been funny. No, I get it.
Imagine if Spider-Man just jumped out of nowhere and started just talking Spanish to somebody. That'd be crazy. That would throw everybody off.
Just jump on the table. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah.
Start going
Yeah,
at
but I
it.
thought Peter Parker was white. You know what I mean?
No, it's Pedro Parker right now. That's
Pedro.
Pedro Parker.
Hey, man, I love that. I love that. Shout out to Pedro Parker, wherever
That's
he's
right.
at. You know what I'm saying?
There's someone somewhere.
No, that's dope, man. Because the reason why I asked is because I feel like there's so many things, especially like we go back to social media that can happen. Like you guys could end up catching a TV show one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could
You guys
be,
could be hosting like award show. Like you just don't know, man. Like that you're saying, like you're just kind of riding the wave, but that wave can go
Yeah.
like anywhere.
Exactly.
And that was my saying when I first started is like I just rode the wave. I rode the wave until I'm gonna keep riding it until it drops. But yeah, I just been riding the wave, and it's true. That's my vision. Like you never know where you could be.
right.
Tomorrow we can get that call where we host an award show.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's definitely the bigger picture and the long goal at the end of the day. But yeah, man, that's my saying. Just riding the wave.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I'm going back to like being positive again. Being out here in the high desert for as long as you guys have been, do you feel like there was like a hole out here in high desert, like missing more positivity? Like, did you guys feel that, or did you guys feel like, it's cool, it's a vibe, or did you feel like, nah, we need to kind of like? Did you guys feel like that?
Yeah, I personally feel like that. I work as an EMT full time as well, so I see a lot of the negativity stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surrounded by negative
I
stuff.
bet.
No wonder you look familiar. I work at DVH.
Oh, DVH, you really?
I do.
Were you on shift last night?
I work
Whoa,
from
cut
3
the
to
camera.
11.
She ain't supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at work right now.
No, my shift is 3 p.m. to 11:30 a.m. I
Did
work
you
in
clock
that
in?
meeting.
You got to go back. You're on lunch break?
Nah, I'm off the clock.
But yeah, there's a lot of negativity. So you understand what it's like in
I
that
do.
field, you know?
I do.
So being surrounded by
There's no
that.
compassion.
No compassion at all. So that's just my inspiration behind the positivity around all
Yes.
this.
That's cool, man. I kind of want to dive into like your guys' process. So what's the process? Because I see you going to different places. Do you talk to these people first and then let them know you're interested in doing this, or do you kind of just show up and just do it? Like what's your process?
Well,
Spider-Man just hanging on the wall or something?
I'm
Or
just
what?
creepy like, hey guys, what's up? Mind if we get a quick video real quick? But no, honestly, like it's kind of the way like you just explained in the first part of the question. It's we'll hit them up, or sometimes they'll hit us up. It's just but if we see like a good opportunity, we're like, hey, this would be good.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and push it. And sometimes we'll get lucky where they're like, oh, actually, they're in my DMs right now. Yeah, let's tell them what's up. But no, it's just like he said too. It's just all about just networking and collaborating, and don't be afraid to push that opportunity. Because there's been times where we were like, should we do this?
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, we got to do it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, guesses, and I'm like, no, you just hyped me up to do it. So we got to get on it. So, but no, it's either or. Either they come to us or we go to them.
Now, some of these places you guys go, have you guys gone before, like on your own private time? And you're like, man, I would like to come do a little content on this thing. Or do you guys hear like word of mouth? You're kind of like, oh, let's go check it out. Like, are you guys customers of these places first? Or do you guys just kind of just wing it and see if you like it or not?
Some places I've been to, like for example, like the Cosmos thing, because I've been to Cosmos a couple of times, and then like I was like, dang, like that would be cool to do a video, but I was like, I would never. But no, honestly, a lot of the places I didn't even know really existed and all that, but yes, I can't think of. Honestly, I think most places I've been new to. Very few. I can't really think of any that I've been there before and done a video for them.
How long have you lived up here, Spidey?
I've lived up here, I would say pretty much my whole life. I was here since like the first grade. So I wouldn't really, because I don't remember, because I went to kindergarten in Chino Hills.
Okay.
So I was actually born in Pomona, the Pomona Hospital.
Hey, I'm from P-Town.
Uh-oh. Let's not get crazy. Okay.
No, it's nothing
Clear the table. No.
No, but I was there. But like I said, I was just there since I can't even remember, a couple years, and then I basically was born and raised here.
Yeah.
So I've been here forever.
We always talk about this all the time. Me and Queen G, we always say like, people that aren't from here, they move out here and then they hate it.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, this place sucks, this and that. And then they leave, but they come right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they
I love
raise
this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like
I
how
do.
long you
I
been
love
out
it. I've been up here 30 years.
Oh dang.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I raised my kids,
Nice.
left once, came back. But, the high desert is growing. It's not a metropolitan yet, but it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I see that vision as well.
Yes.
You know what I like about your guys' content is like I feel like it really establishes hidden gems.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I
Diamond
feel like
roughs.
overall the high desert is a hidden gem itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's huge.
Would you guys
Yeah, I
agree?
For sure.
Yes, I
yeah, I
do.
would agree.
Because like, like I said, like, bro, I lived out here my whole life, right? And you guys, when I watch your guys' stuff, you guys are showing me places I didn't even know was out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, where's that at?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, when did that come out? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so I feel like you guys are like the new insiders
Yeah.
of the community, you know?
okay.
Because, you got your newspapers and you got all that stuff, but it's different with content now because you guys are actually going to these places, showing the product, showing like the owners and stuff like that. See, like it's different with word of mouth or like a flyer, or if someone's on camera saying, "Hey, go to my new spot." Like, no, you guys are showing
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's an eye opener.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's basically showing everybody like, dang, like that looks pretty cool. I didn't even know that was out here. You know what I mean? So we love it, man. Like we're all about just the whole movement and everything like that. I hope to really see you guys do so much more out here.
Appreciate
And it's just a cool place out here. Like I said, I lived here my whole life, and I couldn't really see myself living anywhere else. You know what I mean? I don't know. People might think that's sad or whatever, but I don't know. But I love it, man. You know what I mean? I come from a big family out here, so my family's huge. So I never needed like to go anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything I needed was here.
Yeah.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I never needed to join a gang. My family is bigger than any gang out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
How many, like 5, 7 generations here?
oh my goodness,
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
right, a lot. But that's how it is, and then we always feel like once we're cool with you, then you guys become family too. Like that's kind of like how we always
for
like
sure.
approach things. Like we're the type of people out here that's like, oh yeah, we could meet one day, but if we hit it off that day, we're cool for life.
That's dope.
You
And
know
that's
what I'm
how I
saying?
got
sure.
integrated in this. I'm not a blood relation, but I've known a lot of his family for like 20 years on his mom's side and his dad's side.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Well, it's all
Yeah.
about supporters too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm sure you guys have a lot of supporters in what you guys do, right?
Yes,
Like
thankful for
friends,
it all.
family.
Yeah.
And now you guys are getting supporters just from random people in the community. How does that
it's
feel?
a blessing, man. Like I look at my following every day. I look at the engagement. I look at my DMs, and it's like a shock to me, man. Like people are really out here supporting me. I get messages now where it's like, bro, I really love your content. I'm new to the high desert, bro. It's such a good feeling, man.
Right.
It's a blessing. Fortunately, my family still doesn't really see the vision, so it's a lot of like my friends and a lot of just supporters that don't even know me personally. But it's a blessing, bro.
Right. Well, hopefully things like this help. Like whenever they see you doing like interviews on podcasts or making it into the newspaper, where they kind of start seeing like, oh, dang, he's actually doing something with this.
Yeah.
Because I grew up like that too. You know what I mean? Like I grew up around music and stuff like that, to where like when you start doing stuff like that, a lot of your closest people are like, that's cool, but what's gonna happen with that?
Yeah.
But once they start seeing like results,
Yeah.
that's when they start changing. Like, oh dang, you're actually like really doing something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you guys go through that too. You know, what I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably thinking like Spider-Man, like, what are you doing? But, but like I said, once they start seeing the positivity
Yes.
feedback of that and how it brings joy to people in the community when they see you, because I'm sure when people see you, they're like, hey, like they're all excited to see you.
Yeah,
Like that
exactly.
brings joy for the moment out here, and that's what this high desert I feel like was missing. You know, or anytime we would get like something very positive, we would get setbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, like this whole movement that's going on out here stays, and it just grows and grows and
Yeah.
grows. You know, that's
Absolutely.
the whole point of this show. We started this show because we wanted to be diverse. We wanted to interview everything that was going on out here. You know, not just music. You know, we wanted to interview like student athletes. We wanted to interview real estate agents. We wanted to interview.
dope.
We want to interview entrepreneurs,
Politicians,
politicians. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
business owners.
business owners. Like we want to show the full diversity, like of what it is out here. You know, 'cause there's a lot of podcasts out there that they only kind of focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, nah, we want to be open to everybody. We're just talking about having a Spanish show.
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
that's
Oh, okay.
cool.
For-
Because me and DJ Ernesto were bilingual.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
okay.
You're
Is
lucky.
that what you asked me if I speak Spanish?
Yes.
Like on the next episode?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
My kids are hablo
She was trying to
but it's
recruit you
okay.
for the show.
I know. Dang it. I should have just said yes. I'll just take some classes later.
Yes.
You know?
Y ahora tenemos a Pedro.
Okay,
el
so back to the break.
Spider-Man.
No, no, but that's really like our vision. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we really
Yeah.
want to do that, and then we also want to tap into like the women out here, because
Yes.
there's a lot of like strong, independent women who are kind of like you guys,
Yeah.
like do a lot of content,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they're showing a lot of positivity, and we want to show light on them, because I can only imagine like being a woman in any industry, it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys are Chicano, right? Like you
Yeah.
guys, like how we kind of already have a little setback ourselves. Like, you know, it's harder just being Chicano as it is, you know, and to be like in the forefront, you know, like that's a struggle right there.
Uh-huh.
But nowadays it's a little more open. Thank God.
Yeah.
We don't got to
Yeah.
really face a lot of stuff like that no more. So
Yeah.
I really hope that you guys can just keep going, man. Just keep going, you
Yeah.
know. But what I like about what you guys do is that you guys just don't do one type of like stuff, because you guys do like a lot of food places, right? But
Yeah.
I see you guys doing like, you guys are going to community events.
Yep.
You guys are going to like healthcare places. You guys are going to all that. That's what was that the overall like vision you guys had, or you guys are like, oh, let's just go to all the food spots, get free food. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started, I did live on my own, and I was like, I did my first food truck. It was I think it was East LA Tacos. So shout out to them, and they
Hey.
gave us some free food. And I was like, bro, wait, I could just go to these food places, tell them I'm gonna
Hooked up.
record, and then get me hooked up. And I was living on my own, so I'm like, bro, it's a cheat code. But then you know it grew, and I started meeting a lot of the nonprofit owners, a lot of these organizations out here that are a lot smaller that needed that awareness through social media. So it kind of just went down that route. My heart followed that, you know, down that route. But the free food is dope for sure.
Yeah. Free food.
Free
Is
food is
dope.
dope for
and,
sure.
And for all you guys that give us free food, cheers. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take
Give
a
it
Shout
up
out
to
to
the
you
free
guys.
fooders.
Yeah, shout out to them. So,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
No, that's super tight, man. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong with some free food. You know what I mean? When I DJ parties, they hook me up with free food. So I'm like, hell yeah, you know,
Dope, for
it's
sure.
popping.
Dope.
So out of all the places you guys have done, is there any one particular place that was like kind of like your favorite, or like maybe like your favorite like content you created, or are they kind of all like your baby? Like I can't pick one, you know? What do you think?
That's hard. I'm gonna let you answer that.
So I'm gonna go through my phone, see which one got the most likes.
Yeah, let me just scroll real quick.
Yeah.
That one.
The pressure is on.
That's right.
All
It's
of
all
them, man.
doo 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 doo.
Well, yeah, because this is Spidey's first podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm grateful for all the places
That's
that
cool.
helped me, but no, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, but to your point though, too, it's like I've seen a lot of hidden gems, like, you know, that we've been put on. Cause there's been some spots, like, okay, I'll say one spot that's kind of surprised me. We did a vegan restaurant place,
Okay.
and that I'm not really one for vegan food, but you know what? It was good.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Vegan vato, right?
Vegan? No.
No?
But
that'll be
Vegan
next.
Vato is the spot though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video
We were
went
just
viral
talking about
for
Yeah,
vegan
we were.
vato
Oh,
right
I
now.
thought you were talking about me being a vegan vato. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
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 let's
no.
get on yet.
But you look like a vato.
Yeah. hey, you fit in that costume, so you might be
Are you
vegan.
calling me vegan
That
vato?
gold chain.
I won't fit in that costume right now. I ain't vegan.
Yeah, Vegan Vato is definitely a good spot. He's talking about the
Veganburg.
Yeah.
Veganburg.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's
that place was it's in Hesperia. They just opened. But yeah,
dope.
it's a dope place. But I was like, because in my head, I was like, you know what? I kind of do this with some other places too, but I'm just throwing them for an example. Like I was like, oh, it's a vegan spot. But you know, it's a good opportunity to grow. It's a new spot. Owners were super cool. And I was like, you know what? And then like I tried it. In my head, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pretend it's good. But it was actually good.
Yeah.
And I've done that with some places. Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't know. But
Let me put the mask on so they can't see my real
When I
expression.
put it on, let me just put it. I just bite, put it back on real quick. It's good. Like
That's right.
But
That's
no,
right.
like I've been surprised a lot. So there's a lot of hidden gems up here.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, you guys put me on stuff. I'm like, dang, that place looks fire. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
try that, you know, because we're all used to the old hidden gems out
Yes.
here, like Los Alazones, and
Yes.
we had Los
La
Alberto,
Casita.
La Casita, you know what I mean? But now you guys are showing us a whole new thing, you know. And what I really like is you guys going out to the community for like community events, stuff like that. And there ain't nothing like giving back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. We do a lot of that too. We do a lot of events. I think I sent you a flyer about that Backpack and Mike's event we're doing at Atalanto Stadium in July.
July 20th.
Yeah, shout out to Danny Boy, shout out to Dion from the Breakout Show in
Yes.
Barstow. Yeah, it's like that event. We just give out free backpacks with free school supplies, and everything's free.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
nice.
whole event, the
There you
food,
go.
face painting, free haircuts,
That's cool, bro.
everything.
That's dope.
And like we've been doing it for the past like maybe like 5-6 years, and every year is like growing. Like last one was like over 1,600 kids got free stuff,
Man, that's big.
like backpacks,
man.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
That's
You know what I mean?
dope.
And I like that more people are putting out content like that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, like I ain't gonna say no names, like, but there's a lot of reporters out here that go on Facebook, but they only report the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names.
We
nothing like
know.
that.
Yeah, we know.
But and I'm dead serious, bro. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate that though. I appreciate like them letting us know like when something like that's going on. But I'm like, dang, can you post something like good for once? Because
Yeah.
they're making the high desert look like this is all that's going on out here.
Exactly.
Like it's just murders and all this stuff. And I'm kind of like, dang, like, I mean, every city has that stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But there's a
Absolutely.
lot of good going on here. And I'm like, dang, can we get some shine on that? Like, can the
Yeah.
paper like write an article about that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like what you guys do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of our goal, man. We want to push, we want to go against the grain
Yeah.
and start pushing that a little bit more. Like, okay, we know this bad stuff is out here. We know that. But let's start putting out the good stuff too, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, after a storm, you know, the sun rises, you know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
we got to show that too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People are gonna think the high desert is just a depressing place to be. It's like,
And it's
damn,
not.
man. You know what I mean? But no, I love it, man. You know, when you guys are out here doing your thing with all these places, do you guys build a lot of like networking with them and relationships with these people, or is it kind of like one and done type of thing?
Recently it's been a little bit like one and done. I think businesses are kind of just wanting that one video and kind of just like leave it at that. But I do have that personality where, you know, forget the social media at one point. Let's build a relationship first. I'm a huge people's person. Social media can come second. At the end of the day, I care about relationships and who I know.
Right.
And so I try to be that friendly community, you know, relationship type of person. But a lot of businesses at the end of the day just want you know,
Yeah.
marketing.
True. Or they'll ask for money right away. Like, oh, like,
Oh yeah.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
happens.
A random DM, hey bro, I see you doing big, good stuff. But can you shoot me 500? Just random, like, yeah, bro, I got you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You know, like I said, but you start meeting like, you know, certain people out here that just kind of have like a heart of gold. They're like, nah, man, like let's collab. You know, a lot of people out here are just all in it for themselves. They're in it for the money, you know, and all,
Yeah.
which I understand. Business is business. But
Yeah, exactly.
if we all, you know, get together and we do this together, then it just benefits everybody.
Definitely.
You know, but yeah, like I always think about that. I'm just like, man, they must be meeting so many people, like just networking, building relationships, you know, because we're all about that too. Like I feel like that's what made me last out here for so long, like being a DJ, is because everything I would do, I would just make sure I built relationships and
Yeah.
keep those relationships and try not to burn nobody.
Exactly.
Because when you're in the entertainment business, which you guys are too, because you
Yes.
guys are entertainers,
Yeah.
you guys just insiders or content, you guys are in the entertainment business.
Yeah.
And the entertainment business is crazy. It's
Yeah.
scandalous, it's this
Oh,
and
yeah.
that.
Break it or make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We all know about that. You know what I mean? So it's hard to keep your your head straight, because you're kind of like, man, like, is this person only in it for trying to loot off off of my fame or them or whatever? But it's just like you got to take risk.
Yeah.
You got to
Exactly.
take risks, but
And keep it humble.
got to keep it humble.
Definitely huge thing, man.
Yeah.
Stay
Definitely.
humble throughout
Yes.
everything. I'm huge about that.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Nah, man. I mean, I love that you guys came out here. Got to kick it with us for a little bit. Like I said, we're the type that once you're a part of the Chop Shop,
Yes.
you're part of the Chop Shop for life. I plan on having like a Hall of Fame one day.
Hey.
I'm having like
Okay.
all of our guests with like
Chop
a picture
Shop
of them.
Elegance show.
Yeah, you guys are like Chop
Dope.
Shop alumni now.
That's
Yes.
dope.
You know
what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate it.
So I don't know if you guys knew that, but you guys are.
But now you know.
But we want to keep this. We don't want this show to be a one and done either.
No.
For sure.
Like
for sure.
we want you guys to, like, if you guys ever wanted to like promote something or even just speak on something, you guys can always call us and we'll do the damn thing.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Hell
You guys
yeah.
come
Means
out
a
here
lot.
and even if you guys want to just talk about, future goals or something big coming up, we have a platform. This platform is for you guys.
Yes.
For sure.
This
Appreciate
platform is for everybody in the community where wherever they want to do, they could come to us. We want this to be like the one-stop shop.
Yes.
You guys want photos done. You guys want this and that. Like,
You need tacos.
hey, we do
Ooh.
tacos
Hey.
too.
Tacos.
We do
Okay,
tacos,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But
Boss tacos.
oh yeah. I have a little taco catering business myself called Boss Taco Catering.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you might see me out here flipping tortillas, or you might see me out here DJing. You might
Yeah.
see me doing a podcast. You might see me doing something, bro.
Dope.
You know what I mean? But out here, it's like it's how you survive. You gotta
Yeah.
hustle. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, growing up, were you? Because I feel like to do what you guys do, you guys got to be kind of like self-motivated people.
Yes.
Were you always like that? Like even as a kid, like.
Man, as a kid, even going all the way through high school, that's kind of when I had my switch. But I was like, man, I hated myself. I had that self-doubt, and I didn't think like I personally could be like a face of anything. I didn't think I was gonna do something big until like I just had that switch where I felt like I was gonna do something big. But yeah, man, growing up, I didn't think I was
Really?
gonna, yeah, never thought I'd be in this position.
Wow. Such a transition. What about you, man?
Let me take a sip for it. All right. Feel the math.
We're going a little deep right now.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, kind of the same with Eli. I mean, even now, not as much, but growing up, I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. Like that, no, I can never. I've always had big goals, big dreams, but never in a million years would I've ever seen like what I'm doing now and all of that. Now, I think I always grew up like being that kid that like I was just like, nah, I couldn't do that. Like I was always the try though. I always tried.
Right.
I always tried to do so much, and then I never really went through on it because I just doubted myself. But no, in this like industry, you kind of have to be like your biggest yes man. You have to because I mean we still get like insecure sometimes. Like how we say like, hey, I don't know about this. Like I don't. Maybe we should. But
The
then
doubts come in.
The doubts
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
Or like, what if this doesn't work? And and it kind of gets a little scary because now like our faces, our reputations like out there on the
Right.
line. So what if we promote something so big and it doesn't go your way or this and that? But honestly, like, yeah, I grew up like not really having a lot of confidence in myself, but it's good to be around people who are that confidence.
Right.
You know, like
Because it brings you out.
it
It
does.
can help bring it out.
friends, family, like my girlfriend, for example, she's my biggest supporter. Shout out to my Gwen Stacy at home.
Yeah, she's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you
I remember her from the back in the day concert.
Yeah.
Nice,
But yeah,
nice.
she's my biggest supporter because there's times where I'm like, dang, like I feel like I'm doing this on my own, but
Yeah.
she's always been my rock. Like, nah, you got this, and she's always been my reason, and
That's that backbone we were
that-
talking about.
exactly
That support.
that backbone, and sometimes, when you get like that negative feeling, you're like, you know what, like maybe like for example, like if we have like someone or like a business that's just not all there and they're like this and that, and then you just want to like jump the gun and be like, no, screw them, this and that, but she's like, hold on, like take a step back, take a breather, But you know, like I think you need people like that in order to grow.
Definitely.
Yeah, in
Balance.
order to
Definitely.
hold you back and be like, hey, listen, regroup. Look what you've done. Look what you did, and you know, just support you overall. That's important.
I remember when you first hit me up, you said that you were a first generation college grad.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, I'm on my way to graduating. One more semester left. But
Damn.
yeah, man, that's
Congratulations.
Thank you guys so
That gets a
much.
clap.
Thank you.
Sure, for sure.
It's huge, man. That's like a whole nother side of me that a lot of people don't see outside social media that I want to put more of an influence on. Education is not necessary, but it's huge.
Yes.
And especially when first generation kids like myself do it, they deserve the credit and the noticeability. I don't even know that's a word, but just to get recognized. It's a big thing, man. But yeah, I'm about to finish my bachelor's degree in public health. And hopefully-
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
super dope, man.
Yeah, I made the dean's list like 3 times. Hopefully 4th time this year. Got all A's again. So it's a blessing, man, on that side. Whole another side of me, education-wise and career-wise.
That's dope. You know, we were talking to our last guest, Mike Uno, on the last interview, and he was talking about breaking generation curses.
Man.
Cycles.
Cycles, like breaking the chain, you know, breaking the cycle. That's so big now, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because we
man.
could easily continue what we're used to,
Yeah.
or what we grew up like that. Like you could have easily grew up like saying like, well, nobody else in my family went to college.
Yeah.
Like why should I?
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
you wanted to break the cycle.
Yes.
You know, that's such a big thing. And what you guys do too, like building your content and to becoming somebody in the community, that's going to start a whole nother cycle
Yeah.
that like the younger generation in your family is going to look up. You know, I don't know if you have nieces and nephews
Yeah.
or, you know, any kids or anything like that, but those are going to be the ones going to be watching you guys and being like, dang, like I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
exactly.
I have nephews and they're all into all the stuff that we do, all our videos, and they're kind of like, dang, you know, I could have easily just not done anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's all about making an effort. You know, making an effort and breaking, you know, generation curses and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
That's kind of what like I'm experiencing right now. I have a lot of younger cousins, like 7, 8, 9. My younger sister's 10, and they're all seeing me. You know, I'm Hispanic, so we grew up like the man has to work, the woman, you know, stays home and clean. My dad's always working 9 to 5. I'm the first person to even do all this social media stuff. So now when my
Awesome.
cousins, we were at parties and they're like, Eli, I seen your video. You know, I have like 5 of them lined up. Like they're like my little supporters. My uncles are like,
that's
man,
cool.
he's doing
Yeah.
something big, you know.
That's
So
sick.
seeing an impact on just that youth alone means a lot. And that's what